Former winner with us here.
Yeah, all right, Nate. Good to have you back, Nate.
Hey, weren't you talking about the Rangers' power play issues and they scored on the power play while you were talking last time?
That might have been the last power play they scored on. That's one of my points. The other point is the neutral zone turnovers. The Rangers are first in the East, but
aren't they the first in the NHL right now?
yeah, actually,
I think they are.
They lost to the Devils, but I'm not too happy about that either. We got a lot of Devils fans. They're my friends. Everybody knows the Stanley Cup playoffs are a toss-up sometimes. You can see teams come in last place and go pretty far, and then the teams that come in, they're supposed to win it, they lose first round. So if the Rangers go in first place, they got to fix a few things. Neutral zone turnovers are one thing. Marty Byron and Henrik Lundqvist are two of the best goalies in the league. Byron has been rumored to be the best backup goalie in the league, and you know, I'm not a fan myself, to be honest with you. I mean, he's had his mistakes, but still, you can't play Lundqvist every game. So you got to give him a break once in a while. The Rangers definitely need to improve on certain areas of the game if they plan on making a run at the Stanley Cup. Other than that, I mean, after the Devils game, all the players did, they had a press conference with themselves pretty much, and said it was their fault. You know, they said themselves, we didn't play the best hockey we could play, and they have to start doing that. The regular season's coming to an end, and if they don't start winning these, I mean, they lost to the Lightning. I mean, come on, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They shouldn't have lost that game. So, and they lost it terribly. I mean, it was an embarrassment. It was terrible. I was sad to be a Rangers fan that day.
Weren't we in Troy? Was that last week?
I think it was.
Last Thursday. Last Thursday in Troy. Yeah. It was like 3 or 4 nothing in the first period. I remember.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, but this team is built to, I mean, they could very well win the Stanley Cup this year.
If everybody plays their full potential, they definitely
Yeah,
can.
this is a Stanley Cup team
Yes.
that could win the championship.
But at the same time, we can't assume that now. We still have to work hard enough to go into the Stanley Cup with a full head of steam.
You know, I feel like they're playing better against better teams. You don't see them losing to good teams right now, which bodes well for them going into the playoffs. I think that their biggest challenge is going to be facing some of these Western Conference teams. I feel like there's more depth in the Western Conference, so those teams, whatever team comes out of the Western Conference to make the Stanley Cup Finals is going to be legit their challenge. They played some serious teams all the way through, where as the Rangers, I feel like the Eastern Conference is a little top-heavy.
Yeah, and you know, like that Boston game last Sunday, that was a great hockey game. And then I was like, all right, you know, that could kind of rebound from the Lightning loss. And like you said, I mean, these Western Conference teams don't play as much. You know, there's a lot of what ifs in those teams. I mean, they could go either way. If we go in first, we're going to be playing an 8th place team. Frankly, our record against not so good hockey teams is not well.
And I don't think you want to go into Detroit for 3 games in the
Oh, definitely not.
All right, well, thank you for the rant.
Thank you,
Big-time Ranger fan, got his jersey.